Hey everybody, I'm Scott Wyko. You are listening to My Kind of Country here on mkocradio.com. My guests tonight are fraternal twins, and they have a fantastic harmony sound all of their own. And you've seen them on the Grand Ole Opry. They've been on Nashville Now, the Ernest Tubb Midnight Jamboree, and they've opened for some pretty big names in country music, including my favorite, the great Merle Haggard. And they've got some fabulous music today, and we're here to talk to them. We've got them both with us, Dale and Gail Hammond brothers, the Hammond brothers. How are you guys tonight?
Well, we're doing great.
Doing great. Thanks, Scott. Thank you for having us on your show.
Well, it's an honor to have you on the show. I absolutely love the harmony, and there's something very unique about family harmony, and as opposed to two people singing together. There's that chemistry that you just can't get unless you're blood relation.
That's absolutely right. Bill and I have been singing since I guess we started at 5 years old. Believe it or not, I was singing harmony at 7. I always liked that high-pitched sound, harmony, and we'd work on that. I carried a plastic guitar on my little small plastic guitar on my back when I was 4, 5, 6 years old, and I was playing guitar, and I knew 3 chords when I turned 9. Now I know 5 chords. But I'm learning, Scott. I'm learning, buddy. I'm learning.
Well, that's good. Well, another 10 years, maybe you'll have a couple more mastered, right?
I hope so. We've been at this a long time, Scott. We love entertaining. We love people, and you got to love people to do this. And it comes across in our voices, in our harmony. The warmth of it comes from the love of people. And we had a great mother who was a piano player, influenced us. Our dad was a musician. So it runs in our family.
Oh, you've always been around music, then. That makes a big difference right there, no doubt about it.
Sure does.
Well, tell me about some of these. You guys have played some pretty major places, including the Grand Ole Opry. You've opened for some big names. Tell me a little bit about how your professional career started for you.
Man, boy, that's okay. Well, it's quite a long story, but I'll try to summarize as best we can. We came to Nashville, we were flat broke and teenagers. Our parents had died when we were, hold on, you're flat broke, Scott, we're still flat. No, we're not. Stop that. We have a few dollars. But actually, Scott, our parents died when we were kids, and we took off. We hopped a freight train. I've been gone ever since. And we took off. We ended up in Nashville, Tennessee, and Ernest Tubb. We went into Ernest Tubb Midnight Jamboree one time with a guitar, and who got us in there was Pearl and Carl Butler. I don't know if you remember who they are.
I betcha.
Don't let me cross over. Anyway, people heard us singing there, and she took us over to Ernest Tubb's wife, and she heard us sing. They said, well, let's put them on the Ernest Tubb record shop. So the next thing, Ernest Tubb took us under his wing and got us some dates, took us on the road with him, and Carl and Pearl, and different Grand Ole Opry artists. We were just teenagers, kids. And we ended up living at Carl and Pearl's ranch, breaking horses. And so one thing led to another thing. Next thing you know, we were traveling all over the country singing, and that's when it really went. Just professional started making a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but enough money to pay all the bills. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
We started making, and the rest is history, I guess.
Wow, that's great.
We're still making records. In fact, you've got our newest ones.
I sure do, and it's called "Let It Rain on Me," and I believe you wrote this, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, believe it or not, I started talking about 8 minutes to write that song, Scott.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day when you called me. You said, I said, you didn't ask me. I volunteered and said, minute. You said, after I said it took me 8 minutes, the good ones usually come that quick. So I think you're right.
Yeah.
I believe you're right about that.
Absolutely. Do you guys write songs together?
Oh, yeah. We do. We write together. Usually I'll start them, or I'll write the music, and Bill and I will get together and finish or and polish them up. It just depends on the mood we're in or what we're trying to write.
Sure.
Yeah, we write together.
Well, from listening to your music, you certainly have a melting pot of influences. You know, you've got some stuff on your album from the Beatles. There's country music on here, and I really like the Everly Brothers covers that you guys did.
Well, I guess they're our heroes. We love Don and Phil Everly. What a great duo! What a great! And I love Simon and Garfunkel. The Righteous Brothers. In fact, Paul Simon made a comment that he loved Homeward Bound. Loved how we did Homeward Bound.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
So that's pretty impressive.
That's great. And you guys were also.
Go Go ahead, Scott.
You were also inducted into the Rockabilly Hall of Fame.
We were. That was a great honor, man. When you go down there, you can with Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, and you can look and see they have all of our stuff, pictures of us and CDs and things that we've done.
Wow.
And what an honor and a privilege it was to be in. Hopefully, we'll have a lot more, Scott.
Absolutely. Well, folks, you can visit the HammondBrothers.com. That is their website, and you can check out their great music and find out all about them and find out where they're going to be performing. And, of course, we'll put that information on our Facebook page as well. And you guys have a Facebook page, too, and you're active with social media, so make sure you check all that stuff out. Tell me about Every Minute of the Day. I love this song.
Every minute of the day. What a touching love song. I started to write that song, and I guess everyday experiences, we get hurt and we go through life and things happen to us, and we're influenced by that. And it influenced me. I wrote this song about less than a year ago. I think it might have been a year and a half ago. What a good song. I love writing ballads. But I really like this song. I'm glad you like it too, Scott.
I do too, and I also like another one called Nobody Else.
Same thing, life experiences and just loving you, baby, on a blanket on the ground somewhere. I know. You know, the amazing thing is this: you start with air, you start with nothing, and you build a frame, and you put the canvas on the frame, and you begin to paint the picture, and it turns out to be a wonderful song. And that when people smile and enjoy it, you know you've done your job.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely.
And writing songs usually comes from within us, life experiences that we've had in life, and like everybody's had a broken heart, so anybody can relate to having a broken heart, and of course eventually it always gets healed and things come back around. I mean, in most cases, at least in our songs, it always does.
Well, that's good. That's good. Doesn't always happen that way in real life, but you hope it does anyway.
Well, we really sincerely appreciate you taking the time to interview us and talk with us and play our record.
Well,
are you going to play our record today?
Well, I'm going to play a bunch of your songs, you betcha. It's an honor to have you guys on. You know, I'm always real glad to share good music with my listeners, and especially, such well-written music. And that's really what the staying power is in country music, and it's the songs. And like you said earlier, people can relate to this stuff, and it gives the songs longevity. They're going to be around for a long time.
Yeah, Scott's going to miss this deal. And something else that we're excited about, we just met Jeff Funk, and Jeff Funk is from what I understand, a very reputable businessman in the music business, and we're talking with him now. We're hoping that he likes this album. We know that, but we're hoping that that Dynasty will sign the Hammond Brothers, and we'll probably have a new record deal through Dynasty. That's what we're hoping for.
Well, that's fantastic. Jeff Funk is one of my dearest friends, and of course he is the host of our Canadian Country Gold show every Tuesday on My Kind of Country, mkocradio.com, and great people. I tell you what, he's a good man. Tell me a little bit about some of the acts that you've opened for. I'm real curious to hear about your experience opening for Merle Haggard.
Okay, well, Merle Haggard, what a guy. What a great loss we all suffered when he died. The guy was a great songwriter, a great person, had a great personality. One of the funniest things that happened was we were in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and they had Connie Chung, all the news people were there, and Merle got really, really sick on the bus. So sick that he was throwing up. He couldn't sing. And all these people were there, all these senators and congressmen come to Muskogee to see Merle Haggard sing Ogie from Muskogee. And the mayor of Muskogee was there and all that. So anyway, Dean Holloway was his road manager. Mm-hmm. About in the middle of our show, Dean comes and whispers in my ear, says, "Hey, Merle can't make it. You're going to have to sing Ogie from Muskogee." I thought, "Oh my God, we're going to get tomatoes so fast." So Dean left the stage, and I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I have some terrible news. Merle is taken sick. He's in the bus right now. He can't sing. He's just terribly sick. And he asked us to sing this song for you." So we sang Ogie from Muskogee, and we got a standing ovation, which was unbelievable. I was so excited. At first, I was worried, but we did it and pulled it off. And then afterwards, later on, we finished the tour with Merle, and we went home, and then they sent us the key to the city.
Is that right?
Out of Oklahoma. So about 3 months passed by, and Merle calls me up and says, "Hey, Dale, where's my key at?" I said, "What key, Merle?" He said, "The key to the city of Muskogee, Oklahoma." I said, "You give that to us." later on, Merle called Muskogee and got issued to him. We laughed so hard over that. I wasn't going to give it to him.
That's great. That's quite a story right there. I'll tell you what. You got to sing that song in Muskogee. That's pretty cool.
I'll give you another quick story, Scott. This is Gail. We went to Las Vegas, and we had some success in Nashville. We went there to really break through there. So I said, let's go to the Las Vegas Hilton. I heard that Liberace loves to help acts. So I said, Bill said, how do we get in? I said, let's dress up like bus boys, and I'll strap the guitar on my back. Hopefully they won't see it right away. And we'll act like bus boys, and we will see Liberace. So we dressed up like bus boys, put a towel on, a guitar on my back, and I knocked on his door, and he was standing there doing something. I can't quite remember. He said, hi, boys. Who are you? I said, he said, you don't look like bus boys. I said, actually, Mr. Liberace, we're the Hammond brothers, Dale and Gail. The Hammond brothers, Dale and Gail. Well, what do you do? I said, well, we sing. Would you like to hear us? He said, sure. So we sang. He said, you have beautiful harmony. I love brother acts. What are you doing now? I said, well, we're just looking for work. He said, just a second. So we pick up the phone, and he calls his manager, and his manager was Seymour Heller. And Seymour was this kind of rough guy that smoked a cigar and said, cussed every other word. So he said, what do you want, Lib? He said, I have two guys here that I want you to help. I've got too much going on, Lib. I'm managing you and doing all these things. I don't want to touch these guys. I don't have time. He said, I insist that you help these guys. They're the Hammond brothers, Dale and Gail, and you call me tomorrow, and let's set up some things for him. One thing led to another, and he got us work for 4 years. And every major casino out there for 4 years was the Walter Kane, who was the entertainment director for all that talent.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. So I think this, Scott, if you believe in yourself, you work hard, and you've got a lot of nerve, it takes a lot of nerve to believe in yourself and to believe in the people, and you reach out, and usually when you reach out, you're going to get help from somebody.
Let me add this too. In Las Vegas, once we started working, Liberace got us in with Walter Kane. We started working with Glenn Campbell, and then we worked with Frank Sinatra, Paul Anka. The list goes on and on. Dean Martin. Just about every major star and every major star in Las Vegas we'd opened for and done shows with. So
wow.
we got a lot of experience by doing it, and we made a great living doing it. And we didn't concentrate that much on records. But
Glenn Campbell encouraged us.
But Glenn Campbell told us one time, he said, listen, you guys got to go back to Nashville and start making records. You're too good not to make records. So we ended up leaving Vegas and coming back to Nashville, and now
we've starved to death ever since. No, Scott will make the records now. You know, the greatest compliment, this is the truth, that Glenn Campbell gave me and Dale, and he's passed away, and it's very sad. It was a very sad thing yesterday. He passed away. He said, whoever said you guys can't sing, they have an ear without a hole. And I said, what a compliment. He said, well, I mean that.
That's
because,
great.
guys, I've done it all in the business, and you guys are fabulous to do it, and you guys are going to make it. You keep going.
And we also acted on Broadway. It's interesting. So another interesting point in Miguel's career was we acted on Broadway for 19 weeks, playing the part of some of the Jordanaires in the show called Elvis the Legend Lives. We did that for 19 weeks.
Wow.
And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. The acting thing is a whole different. But we love acting. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's
and
great.
We love doing new. I don't know if you've seen any of our live videos on the internet on Facebook, but we do a lot of comedy.
We're friendly to Gail Hammond.
If you get a chance to befriend Gail Hammond, you can see some of those live videos.
I will do
It's
that.
just a quick guitar and it's a live stream.
That's great. Well, we'll be sure to share that on our Facebook page, too. And, of course, again, folks, the website to visit is thehammondbrothers.com. And you can pick up all their music there and read more about them and check out the videos and everything. And do you guys have some tour dates coming up?
Yeah, we have some dates. We've been doing a few dates already. So we're mainly just working on the album, finishing it up, and trying to get a new record deal.
Well, fantastic. Well, I hope when you get your new music, we'll be able to get it on the air for you, because I know my listeners will love it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Scott. We would appreciate you a lot, man. Thanks.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure having you both on the show, and I want to thank you. And we're going to play your newest song, Let It Rain on Me, and I want to play every minute of the day, too. I love this song. And Dale and Gail Hammond, I want to thank you both for being on the show. And again, folks, it's thehammondbrothers.com. Go visit them and listen to this wonderful harmony. Thank you both for being on My Kind of Country.
Thank you, Scott. And we love My Kind of Country. We love you, too. Thank you, sir.